Hi there, I'm Jules from thestonesoup.com and today I've got another fresh 6-ingredient dinner recipe for you. So for our Supermoist meatloaf, I've got a kilo of minced or ground beef, which is 2 pounds. I've got 4 tablespoons of tomato paste, so that's like the concentrated puree. And I'm going to get in a teaspoon of salt, just not quite a full teaspoon. I'm just using some Himalayan salt, but any fine salt will do. And then I've got 2 medium zucchini or courgettes that I've actually grated them in the food processor so they're nice and fine. And that's the secret to keeping this meatloaf super moist. So then all you're going to do is just use a spoon, and actually the easiest way to do this is to just get your hands in, because you want to get that zucchini completely distributed through the meat. Great, so I take like a good minute or so to really mix the zucchini through thoroughly, because it just gives you a much better texture. You don't want pockets of zucchini popping out at you, and that's really what keeps this meatloaf super moist. And then, so take your time with it, it's worth the effort. And then I'm just going to pack it into my loaf pan that I've lined with baking paper. And I should have said earlier, this is quite a big meatloaf. If you wanted to make a smaller one, you can easily just halve the ingredients and still just pack it into the same size loaf pan, but it just won't take as long to cook. Probably this will take about an hour, whereas if you halve the recipe, it'll take 30, 40, probably about 40 minutes. So just smooth it in. And then we're just going to pop it in the oven, so 200C, which is 400F for an hour. And actually, while we're here, I've got some extra zucchini, so I've got 8 extra zucchini that I've sliced about half an inch, a bit bigger than that, thick. And so I'm just going to get a bit of salt onto that zucchini and a drizzle of olive oil, and I'm just going to roast that at the bottom of the oven while we're cooking the meatloaf, and that's going to be our accompaniment. Great, so our meatloaf's been in the oven for an hour, and you can see it's shrunk a bit, but it's lovely and brown. Don't freak out about these juices. It's actually like the meat juice, but also some of the zucchini moisture's coming out. So it looks like a lot, but when you actually slice and serve it, like I serve it with a drizzle of the juices, the pan juices on, and it just keeps it really lovely and moist. So it's like this really beautiful sauce. So don't throw that out. So that's ready to serve. And then we've got our zucchini nice and roasted. They're looking beautifully done. I haven't stirred them during the cooking, so they're kind of browner on one side than on the other, which I think makes for a nice contrast. So I'm just going to toss some parsley or some zucchini, mint in with the zucchini, and serve that with the meatloaf, which I'm going to slice up and drizzle some of the pan juices over. And then I'm going to serve it with, I think with meatloaf you really need a good sauce to go with it. So I'm going to serve it with some tomato pesto. I'll link to that recipe in the written recipe. Or you can, pesto, hummus, hot sauce, whatever you like, whatever sauce you've got, mayo, aioli. It's very versatile. Or the other option is just to serve it with grated parmesan on top. That works really well as well. So if you enjoyed this recipe, come on over to my blog. It's thestonesoup.com, and you can download a free ebook filled with simple recipes just like this one.